Now, in the previous class, we have discussed regarding what are sewer apparatuses and what are its importance and what are the different types of sewer apparatuses are there that we have seen in the last class. In the last class, we have discussed in detail regarding catch basin, inlet, and the clean out. Now, in today's class, we will be discussing a very important aspect of sewer apparatuses. That is, we are going to discuss in today's class regarding manholes and drop manholes. Normally, these two particular your sewer apparatuses will normally asked in the exam. They are going to be asked for around 8 to 10 marks. They are very important as far as your examination concern, and these are very important type of a question for your exam. So in today's class, we are going to discuss in detail regarding what are manholes, why it is going to be provided, how it is going to the operate. Okay, regarding this we are going to study in today's class. Now, manhole. Okay, manhole is mainly it is meant for say inspection, testing, cleaning, and any remove any obstructions are there in your into the sewer line. There we are going to use these sewer line. Okay, wherever there is a need to have the inspection, testing, cleaning, or maintenance purpose, there we are going to provide these manholes. Okay, where these particular manholes will be get situated, that is very important for us. Locations of manhole, manholes are provided wherever there is an bend. Okay, bend, then wherever there is a junction where 2 to 3 pipe or say several pipelines meet, and then wherever there is a change in gradient or change in diameter of the pipe, right, there we are going to have this particular manhole. Particularly it is meant for I have already told your maintenance, cleaning, testing, and the removal of obstructions for the sewer. Okay, now these sewer are mainly meant for the maintenance work. Now these manholes are divided into two types, that is shallow manhole, normal manhole, and the deep manhole. Okay, shallow manhole they are going to provide where at a depth of around 0.75 to 0.9 meter in depth. Wherever there is a depth of around 0.75 to 0.9 meter is there we are going to provide the shallow manhole, and they are constructed at the start of the branch sewer. Okay, branch sewer, they are also known as the inspection chamber. Okay, now normal manholes are usually we are going to have it when it is having the depth of around 1.5 meter in depth. There we are going to provide the normal manhole, and they are constructed either in square or rectangular. Might be on roads. If you see, there are some rectangular openings and all your openings with having the cover, manhole cover. You have seen rectangular 1 by 1 meter, and then if rectangular also the manhole cover opening you have seen in the cross section. So, and what are the deep manholes are nothing but the deep manholes are the manholes where we are going to have depth more than 1.5 meter. The manholes which are more deeper, more than 1.5 meter deep, we call them as the deep manhole. Okay, now we can see that, right, this is normal. These manholes will be underground. Okay, these manholes will be normally underground. It is now we will see one by one what are the components of the manhole. Okay, here you can, as you can see, there are wherever there is a change in junction, or wherever there is a 2 to 3 sewer are going to join, and wherever there is an obstruction, for maintenance work we are going to provide these manholes. See, the working chamber will be larger than the SS shaft. Okay, now SS shaft is nothing but it is an upper portion of the manhole, and it is also known as an upper shaft. It is going to have a minimum size of around 0.6 to 0.75 meter for a rectangular, and for if manhole, and if it is circular, then this access shaft will be of the size 0.6 to 0.75 meter for a circular manhole. Its depth is equal to the depth of the manhole minus the height of the required working chamber. Now it is access shaft whenever the person, manhole is nothing but when a person, why we call it as a manhole is the man is going to enter into these particular manhole for the inspection, maintenance and removal of the obstruction. So man can enter into it and he can finish his work. Okay, so access shaft is having a smaller smaller working area. I have told the area also. Then the working chamber in this particular portion, the person whomsoever is going to enter into the manhole, it is meant for his working. Now these are the steps. From these steps, the person who want to have the maintenance work of the manhole, he will enter and he will be working through it. Now working chamber, it is the lower portion of the manhole and it provides the working space as to carry out the repair works. Okay, it is going to have an offset of the RCC slab. Okay, the minimum size of the working chamber for a rectangular manhole is 0.9 by 1.2 meter, and that for the circular or that circular manhole, it is around 1.2 meter dia. The height of the working chamber should be around 1.8 meter. Then we will be seeing regarding the bottom or invert. Okay, the bottom or invert portion is also, it is also called as an the benching. Okay, now it consists of a semicircular U shape. Here the benching, this portion we call it as an the benching. Okay, with having wherever from the main sewer line, whenever the wastewater has to enter into the branch sewer line, these benching has been provided and the slope is provided so that the wastewater from the main sewer line should enter into the branch sewer line. So that is the reason why we are going to provide the benching. Then we will be providing we are going to have the side walls. The side walls are it is either of burnt brick masonry. These are nothing but the side walls. It is either made up of burnt brick masonry or it is made up of the RCC, and it should be structurally strong to withstand the pressure from the side which is going to come. The minimum thickness of these burnt brick masonry should be around 22.5 centimeter, and the inside and the outside brickwork should be plastered with having with the cement plaster with in the proportion 1:2. Okay, then steps and ladders are meant for it is a climbing, and it is meant for the person if he want to enter into the manhole, he will enter and he will go through these steps. These steps are made up of the cast iron, and the center to center distance between these two particular steps is around 20 centimeter. Okay, the vertical distance between the steps may be kept up to 30 centimeter also, but normally it will be around 20 centimeter. Now here we are going to have the top cover. The top cover of the manhole is it is made up of up to our width is normally it will be around 10 centimeter. The width and the depth of the frame of these top cover will be around 20 to 25 centimeter. Okay, so manhole basically where it is going to provided, it is going to be provided into the junction wherever there is a change in diameter, wherever there is a junction, there we are going to change in diameter, change in gradient, there we are going to provide it. And why we are providing it? In order to have the inspection, maintenance, testing, cleaning and the removal of the obstruction from the sewer line. Wherever two sewer line are going to pass, wherever there is a junction, if there is an obstruction, maintenance for all these works, we will be providing the manhole. Okay, now the manhole is a very important for your examination concern. You need to draw both the diagrams. Okay, you need to draw both the diagrams, this and this. Okay, here you can see the branch sewer line, okay, and the main sewer line. Okay, the main sewer line the wastewater, if it has to pass through the branch sewer line, then it has to pass through the benching. Okay, so all these things you need to remember regarding the manhole, and the diagram is very important, and normally they will be asking the diagram of the manhole. Right, now next is the drop manhole. Okay, this is regarding the drop manhole. A drop manhole is a special type of a manhole, right? It is on a sewer line which is going to be constructed in order to provide the construction between, right, the construction between the high level branch sewer, okay, the high level branch sewer and the low level main sewer. Whenever there is an branch sewer and the main sewer at a different height, in order to bring the wastewater from the branch sewer line to the your main sewer line, where there, if we want to bring that wastewater from the branch sewer line to the main sewer line, there we are going to provide the branch, or we call it as an your drop manhole. Okay, when a branch sewer enters a manhole, which is wherever there is an difference between the branch sewer line and the main sewer line is more than branch sewer and main sewer line, if it is more than difference in the height is more than around 0.5 to 0.6 meter, then we are going to provide these drop manholes, and the branch sewer line and the main sewer line has been connected with an vertical pipe with having an inclination of around 45 degree. Here we are going to provide an inclination of around 45 degree. The branch sewer line is connected to the main sewer line by providing an inclination of 45 degree, so that whenever here in the again the branch sewer line, here this portion is going to be completely closed. So the wastewater will enter into the branch sewer line, and through this vertical pipe it is going to enter into the main sewer line. Suppose if we don't provide this particular vertical pipe, the person whomsoever is working here, on his body, the wastewater would have fall, and it will create an unhygienic condition to the person who is going to work there. Okay, and the branch sewer line is joined to the manhole main sewer through the vertical pipe, or with the help of a drop pipe. We also call this vertical pipe as a drop pipe. The sewage, okay, so this is regarding your drop manhole. Now one more sewer appurtenances, whatever we are going to have is lamp hole. Okay, the lamp hole is again a special type of an opening. It is going to constructed to join hole in a sewer and the ground for the purpose of lowering the pipe. Here we are going to provide this lamp hole in order to lowering the pipe inside the sewer line. Okay, a lamp hole may consist of a vertical concrete or a stoneware pipe connected through the T junction. Okay, a manhole cover with the suitable supporting frame is also going to be provided on the top to take the load of the traffic. Okay, now where these particular lamp holes should be located, it should be located wherever there is a change in direction, wherever there is a change in gradient, or between the two closely spaced manhole. Construction of a manhole wherever it is become difficult, there we are going to provide this particular manhole. Now where we are going to have this location of why we are going to provide these manholes, it is for inspection. Okay, and then it is going to be provided for wherever we are going to have the flushing and the ventilation, there have become we are going to provide, and use of these manholes is nowadays it is becoming more, or it is going to be less obsolete. These lamp holes are having it is obsolete nowadays. Okay, so in the next class we will be discussing regarding grease and oil traps. Okay, thank you.